Hi hearties, welcome back to the Teacup Trail. We are in the second half of episode 10. If you missed the first part, the link is down below. I apologize for my voice in advance. I have been sick for the past 2 days. And the last video was right before my body decided to crash. It's like one of the worst feelings in the world when your body runs down, and it was horrible. Like yesterday I spent the whole day in bed. Terrible. I'm feeling better. My voice, not so much, but I'm getting there. And thank you for those who sent the well wishes to me. I hope you enjoyed the first half. We should get started on the second half.
How would you feel about me building a tree house with little Jack?
I think he might be a bit young to help.
Yeah, but I thought it could be something fun we could do together.
Lucas, you were wonderful with him. So yes, why not? See how it goes. If nothing else, I'll enjoy being outdoors with you. Playing with rocks, I'm sure.
Do you see his hand on her leg? I thought, good spot. I really liked this scene. It was short but sweet. I like how Lucas still asks Elizabeth for her permission when he wants to do something for little Jack. A tree house, I think that's a marvelous idea. I don't think we will see it happen by the end of this season, so hopefully season 10. Little Jack will love that tree house, and I also like how Elizabeth complimented Lucas on how wonderful he is to little Jack, and he was very happy to hear that. A tree house. I think that's a great idea.
I'm reminded why I wanted to be a Mountie in the first place. To protect these people, keep them safe, keep order. It's important to me. And part of that is holding people accountable for their actions.
Nathan and Lucas had another chat, and it's interesting how Nathan started his speech, and he opened up about why he became a Mountie, and Lucas just sitting there listening to him, and at first I'm like, okay, I know where Nathan is heading. He is going to sneak in about the situation that Lucas is in.
This plea, to me, it's like trading one wrong for another. It just doesn't...
I understand.
I haven't made up my mind yet. I want you to know how hard this decision is for me. And I want you to know that this isn't about us.
I appreciate you saying that. Good night, Nate.
You can tell that Lucas is still upset on what he's going through and the fact that Nathan is taking the time, still deciding on what to do. And if I was Lucas at first, I'd be like, that's easy. You pick my side, Nathan. Like, why would you go the other way around?
You look like you're glowing. Rosemary?
I was trying to tell you. Yes, maybe. Possibly.
Rosemary. You're gonna have a baby?
So this is the scene when Elizabeth finds out that Rosemary is pregnant, and Rosemary haven't told Lee yet, and I just had this in the first video for episode 10, and I don't agree with how Rosemary told Elizabeth first, before Lee finds out. I hope Lee is okay with the fact that Rosemary told Elizabeth first. So we'll find out if Lee ever finds out that he is not the first person to know about this pregnancy news. But other than that, I'm really happy for Rosemary, and I'm happy for Elizabeth being happy for Rosemary. Rosemary was there for Elizabeth when she got pregnant with little Jack, and now it's the other way around. This is a really exciting chapter for Rosemary and Lee.
Well, I've been praying that Lee and I might someday have a baby.
Well, I believe that God hears all our prayers and answers every one of them. Not always the way we want, of course.
You do?
Yes, I do.
I really like what Joseph said in this scene. God does hear all our prayers. He is not a type of God that blocks his ears against your requests, your prayers, and sometimes he doesn't answer our prayers like we want him to or expect him to. Sometimes we don't see the answer clearly right away. Sometimes it takes a while for our prayers to get answered, and in that case, it's Rosemary and Lee. It took them a long time to get their blessing. A child, and now they have a baby on the way, and it's really exciting. Before this part of the conversation, Rosemary brought up to Joseph about how Joseph said, "I will pray for your husband." That was when they first met, when the Hanfields moved to Hope Valley for the first time. And Rosemary remember that moment when Joseph said, "I will pray for your husband," and I think it stirred something inside of her, and I think it encouraged her to pray for that future baby, and now that baby is on the way.
Nathan?
Listen, I know Lucas is busy with business negotiations.
Oh, you heard that, did you? Jack, Mountie Nathan's here.
Okay.
I want to let you know I'm advising Bill to take the plea.
That takes a lot of strength and courage for Nathan to do that, and I think one of the reasons why he did that to advise Bill in taking the plea is because he sees how happy Elizabeth is with Lucas, and if Nathan did not pick Lucas' side, it will break Elizabeth's heart and Lucas as well.
You have no idea what this means.
Well, it's the right thing to do.
As a Mountie and all that you stand for, I have an idea of what it took for you to make this decision. Thank you.
Elizabeth is very appreciative of what Nathan did, and poor Nathan is happy to see her happy and relieved at the news.
Monkey Nathan.
Mountie Jack?
Little Jack, once again, cuteness overload. I don't know about you, but I feel like that would be a foreshadow, you know, little Jack becoming a Mountie someday. I think that would be cool. Follow in his dad's footsteps, and maybe Nathan being a mentor for him in that area of his life. Who knows, you know, that would be a possibility.
The mine disaster. Tell me about it.
Well, my family and I weren't living here at the time, but I believe I can fill you in on the scars that it's left.
Please, if you'd care to sit.
Oh, yes. Where do I begin?
I want wanted to bring this up because I was just like, I hope this is a good thing, not a bad thing, because I wondered if Arthur wanted to know the story about the mine disaster with a good intention or with a bad intention. I don't know if there's something that he is up to that we don't know yet. Let me know. I just hope Joseph didn't say something that will turn back on him later on.
What's this? What's this? Oh, a dragon. What's this?
Those are binoculars.
I can see you guys from far away.
Do we seem far away?
Wait, what's this?
That looks like a doll.
No, a statue doll.
Now we get to see little Jack in Lucas' office. Once again, cuteness overload. It's a really nice family moment in this scene.
Do you feel like celebrating tonight?
What do you have in mind?
Just another quiet dinner?
Yes. And that reminds me. Binoculars. And I've forgotten to give you your birthday present.
Telephone buddy.
Just a moment.
Is that a ring or not a ring? Let me know. I think that's the Teacup question of the day. What inside that tiny box? Some hearties predicted like he not be an engagement ring. They don't think that Lucas will propose to her like that. It could be something else. It could be like a pair of a really special earrings that he bought for her. It could be anything else other than the ring. We'll find out. But that's a Teacup question of the day. What do you think is inside that tiny box? And the reaction on Elizabeth's face, she's just like, please don't tell me that's a ring inside that box. I think part of her, she jumping to conclusion. But the other part of her, I feel like she's not ready yet. I just think it was like something that she expected to happen right in front of her like that. I think she was hot in the moment and she just like, is that what I think it is?
Hello. Yes, please, Florence. Bill? I appreciate you letting me know. Henry's agreed to manage the mines.
Henry making himself look bad once again. If you watch the end of this episode, Florence slapped him in the face. It showed how frustrated she is at him, and everyone in Hope Valley are like against Henry right now. And I don't blame Florence. Reopening those mines, it bringing back the bad memories of the mine disaster, and it's something that you don't open, it's something that you don't talk about. It will be really interesting last 2 episodes of the season, and I wonder if they really going to do that, you know? Hopefully something can be stopped, because I know that it is affecting the town in a really big way.
So they're definitely being reopened.
I'm afraid we're out of options.
Lucas, this isn't your fault.
I bear at least some responsibility.
Well, I don't believe that.
When Lucas said that he feels partly responsible for this, it showed how much he cares for Hope Valley and how much it means to the town to keep those mines closed. But now that the mines are reopened, it's causing a lot of heartache for the town. And Lucas, the good guy he is, of course he wants to be able to fix it or keep the mine closed, but that's not the case. And Elizabeth trying to encourage and support him, like, it's not your fault. Like, actually, Henry is the one that allowing this. And Henry should know better. It just shows that he still picked his business desires over what the town needs.
When Bill placed the call, Florence asked what it was about. She's understandably very upset. Tonight's not a night for celebration. Would you mind if we postpone?
Of course not.
Thank you.
Lucas canceled the dinner celebration just because of what Henry did. And just show how much this affects him as the rest of the town, even though Lucas wasn't there when the mine disaster happened. And Elizabeth understood. She's like, no worries, we have another dinner at another time.
Hey, coming up.
Buddy?
Thanks, buddy.
Little Jack went up to Lucas and sat on his lap, and he tried to make Lucas smile, and I thought that was a great timing for that little kid to try to cheer Lucas up, and he did. It was really cute, and even Elizabeth thought so too. It's awesome when kids know how to make your day a little brighter, and that little Jack did to Lucas. That's it for the second half of episode 10 review. I hope you enjoyed it still. Any thoughts, comments, prediction, jot them below. The Teacup question of the day: what do you think is inside that tiny box in Lucas' drawer? I don't think it's a ring. I don't think he would do that. I think he's a grand gesture guy, so I think when he proposes to her, I think it would be a big scene. I just don't see Lucas giving it to her like that. It cannot be a ring. I think it's a pair of nice earrings. I don't know. That's my thought. Let me know what you think. Answer that Teacup question of the day. I hope you're having a good day, a good night, wherever you are. Hope you have a good weekend. I'll see you next week for episode 11 review. Bye.